processing back at the beginning of 2019 between my grief and academics. I wanted to make a short film about mourning while my partner was out of the country working on a documentary. So I rented a Canon 60D from the school's library. I bought props for what I wanted to make, like pill bottles and liquor bottles and these blue and white pill capsules. I bought cigarettes and a lighter. At the time, I was finally at the cusp of breaking up with my family, taking in all their addiction, all of the pain, and all of the suppressed trauma that I grew up around, that I grew up with, that I grew up overloaded with, and needed to free myself of. Still working on that, by the way. So I printed out pharmaceutical stickers, which bear the name of my family. I printed out labels for the liquor bottles, which were a nod to my friend's poem with whom I was at university. I had my wardrobe picked out, which was my grandfather's tan corduroy jacket and some silver square glasses that resembled his. It was a nod to the late 70s or the early 80s, this kind of look I was going for. Still very modern, but I achieved it a little bit. In establishing my mise-en-scene, I was aiming for a cinema verite-esque approach to capture the mundanity of the life and the longing that my character was facing. I started making Sleepwalking in blue before lunch with friends one afternoon. I made myself late for that lunch. We were all meeting up at the Greenhouse Deptford in London, which is sadly closed in recent years. It was one of my favorite cafes. London was a beautiful time in my life, a blink and you'll miss it moment. A gym that was disrupted by COVID-19. We hugged our goodbyes after we all had some form of an English breakfast a couple of hours later. You know, beans on toast, fried eggs, bubble and squeak, mushrooms, and slices of tomato. I came back home and finished filming. I didn't finish that day though. I ended up revisiting the project about 6 months later that same year in the back garden of my new flat. And once I made it, I never really got around to sharing it. It was never quite finished the way that I wanted it to be. And I think it was just fear really holding me back. I was nervous. I was in front of the camera. I was kind of doing something I'd never done before. I was processing a lot. It all felt like something and nothing all at the same time. I was 28 at the time that I filmed it. And then I felt, as I still do now, that it was vulnerability shying away from being. To know me then was to understand that I just lost my sister a few months prior, about 6 days before Christmas the year before. It's now coming up on the 7th anniversary of her, my sister Jordan's passing. Being vulnerable in the social economy most of us find ourselves in is severely daunting, which ultimately just bores me to tears. Anxiety is so boring, probably because it can be so damn persistent. Always lurking around the corner, staring back at you in every reflection. So this is my approach to remedy my condition from some of that social anxiety, to shake off the imposter syndrome. Because I've come to learn that everything we want in life is on the other side of fear. Our paths are to navigate around circumstances to see the futures we dream of, ready to embrace us. In the past week or so, I've been seeing my sister's death, her death date, and her zodiac in flashes of song and film. She was a Virgo of 18. She died on the 18th. Now I invite you to come join me while I sleepwalk in blue and explore the mundanity of melancholy when life lingers, longing in the splendor of lucidity. I'll also share that the end scene, which I hope you make it to the end scene because it's one of my favorites. I had a really good time shooting it, and it's definitely something I think that I'll use going forward in my practice. to you, sleepwalking in blue. You'll find me sleepwalking with you, sleep talking to you, sleepwalking with you.